like introduction. There's 500 new people listening to us. Do we need to set the table somehow?
Yeah.
Or just act like it's just a normal episode?
I kind of feel like you act like it's a normal episode. Like
Okay.
Barry Sanders. Act like you've been there.
Okay.
That's my thought.
That's fine.
Okay.
You are now listening to Lower Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Ha. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Dad like, Doug like, bright lights in sight. All right. Dad like, Doug like, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad like, Doug like, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Let's get it.
At Tanagra, when the walls fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lower Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. How are you doing today?
With the exception...
I can't hold it in any longer. We have 500 new followers. It's such a big deal for us. I thought it'd never happen.
I thought we were going to play it cool.
Oh, I mean... Whatevs.
Whatevs. I mean, we just like increased by 500%.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What were you, I was just trying to.
I was going to say, with the exception of the Taco Bell that you see sitting off to my left.
Yes.
I'm back on keto.
Well,
listen. With the exception of the Taco Bell.
Yes.
I'm
with
back
the
on
exception
keto.
of the Mr. Good bars that I'm eating and everything else that I've done.
I'm already down 5 pounds.
Okay. All right.
I'm
So
doing
what's up
this.
with the Taco Bell?
I was really hungry.
Okay. Well, you're going to be really hungry again.
I am going to be really hungry, and I'll eat again. Okay. But I've been doing it for about 2 weeks. And
So I listened to the Conan O'Brien podcast.
Okay.
It's a newer podcast. It's like sweeping the podcast world. It's like the biggest thing in podcasting.
I mean, second biggest.
Second biggest, because we
are the biggest.
And he had Jimmy Kimmel on. And, when Jimmy Kimmel first started his show, he's pretty pudgy, and now he's pretty thin.
Who are you to call him pudgy?
You got to be one to know him. And apparently the way he lost weight was he basically ate kind of how he wanted to eat, except he never ate on Monday or Wednesday.
Okay.
That was his whole thing. He
ate whatever he wanted, except on Monday and Wednesday he starved.
Yeah, fasting on Monday and Wednesday. And he said he read this whole thing about like this Indian dude who talked about like the advantage, like cleansing your system and stuff like that. And he said, I know I'm the kind of guy that like once I start, I can't stop, And so it's like, but I can tell myself you're not going to eat today. But it's hard for me to be like, don't eat those extra 3 pieces of pizza or whatever,
Does
so
that
I'm thinking
work?
about doing that. It worked for him.
Listen,
he lost like tons of weight.
I'm telling you right now, I could do Tuesday and Thursday really easy.
Yeah. And he said, if you think about it, your caloric intake, not in a daily amount, but in a weekly amount. He said it's a massive amount of calories you're taking out.
That's true.
Yeah. And I've fasted like, I've had seasons in my life where I fasted like once a week for like an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And I will say like it does train your body to like know what hunger is, and you're not quite as hungry coming off of it.
Well,
so the day after the fast, you don't usually eat as much as you think you would.
No, that is true. Well, on Tuesdays, specifically on Tuesdays, I'm just super busy.
Yeah.
From 6 in the morning till 10 at night. And I oftentimes get home at 10 at night and like, I did not eat today.
Right.
I just never stopped to eat.
Right.
And I'm really not hungry. And I'm like, I'll just go to bed. I'll eat tomorrow. And then I don't eat till lunch. So I will have gone through a 36-hour period without eating.
I'm thinking about trying it out because I think I can do it.
So you eat whatever you want.
Basically, eat whatever you want, except you fast 2 days a week completely, just water.
Okay. I'm okay with that, but I'm a big believer in the keto lifestyle.
I know.
Gluten being the enemy.
As am I.
So I need to get back on that.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
Good. Jason, we got plenty. Before we get to our 3 and 3, which is what we do every week, 2 things. First of all, reintroduce the 10 show listen challenge.
Yes.
We tell every listener. You might have listened to our last episode, which is the Endgame special.
It was a good one.
It was a good one, of course. You might have listened to the one before that, which
Campfire
was
special.
a campfire special.
We do a lot of
2
specials.
episodes, and you might everything's special. Today with the liberal,
we all get
agenda,
medals,
everyone,
trophies,
and you might think, I don't know if I might like these guys. Maybe I don't. I don't know. 10 episodes. That's what we ask.
Yeah.
Listen to 10 episodes, and after 10 episodes, you're like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. Be our guest. We would politely ask you to still subscribe and download the episodes. But you don't have to listen to it anymore.
No.
Okay.
And preemptively, give us 5 stars on every podcast site there is.
Yeah.
With the positive
It literally
review.
costs you nothing except for maybe 5 minutes of your
Even
time.
if you don't like it, what's it to you?
Yeah, what's it to you? Why are you such a hateful person that you wouldn't even do that? Like, what's wrong with person that's listening to the show on the subway on your way to your, worthless job, right? Why do you got to
don't call our listeners worthless.
I didn't say they were worthless. I said their job was
Oh,
worthless.
well, yeah, that is true.
And they know that.
Yeah, we all know that.
I'm talking to Dennis. So there
I
it
didn't
is.
know he was called Dennis.
That's a deep cut. So, second, I just had dinner with a few people at Applebee's. Applebee's is good because they got the half-priced apps if you hit it at the right time.
Yes.
Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, like 3 to 6.
Yes.
You get half-priced appetizers. It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And so the other day we went to Applebee's. It was a late-night Applebee's. So if you go after like 9, you can get the half-priced app.
Right.
And my wife is hilarious. She says things sometimes, and I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. So she wanted the sampler platter.
That's a good one.
Because it was our kids were there, and so
Yeah.
you got cheese. One thing, somebody is going to find everything,
Yes.
something they like. And she didn't know what it was called, but just very confidently. I mean, not even like, what's the one that you know what I
Yeah.
mean? She didn't
With all
know
the
what it was
stuff on it,
called.
yeah.
She had no idea what it was called. She just knew what it was. And she goes, okay, so we're going to start with the ultimate feast. And I looked at her. I was like, the what? And the lady's like, what's? I don't know what that is. And
Yeah.
she's like, it's the like, why? The word ultimate or feast, where it was not, it was
No.
it's called the sampler combo. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not the
Ultimate feast, yeah.
There's nothing ultimate.
It's not Thanksgiving.
Yeah. But just so confidently. Yeah, we'll have we'll start with the ultimate feast. Like the ultimate feast. That's not a thing.
It's like the secret menu stuff.
Yeah,
You go to
guess,
Arby's
I
and you
guess.
get the
Maybe.
Meat Mountain.
Well, the waitress was not aware of what we were asking for.
Oh,
so
that's how secret.
I would like to ask Applebee's though to on the ultimate feast or the combo or whatever you call it. Bring back the potato skins.
What, they got rid of them?
Yeah, now it's like these little like quesadilla Mexican thing. It's
because they're cheaper to make.
Bring back my tater skins. That's
So
what I
listen,
want.
Mount Rushmore of the combo platter.
What are we talking about?
Okay.
So wait a minute. No, this doesn't have to be a Mount Rushmore. This has to be building the perfect combo platter, which I believe holds 6 things.
We're not going to do top 4 of the combo platter. I
Now,
feel
combo-
like, see, if you're at a Mexican restaurant, those 2 extra things might be something different. If you're at an all-American restaurant, there's 2 extra items. If you're 6 items, the 2 things are specific.
So this is a Mount Rushmore of the combo platter. Like these are appetizers.
of appetizers of all restaurants.
And Mexican, Italian, everything?
Everything.
Dang. All right.
We can do this.
Cheese sticks.
Potato skins. Listen, mozzarella cheese sticks and potato skins are the George Washington and the Abraham Lincoln.
Right. Yeah.
So now we need 2 more.
I
feel like
think some kind of chip and dip.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, like a queso or a spinach dip.
Yeah, spinach artichoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll go artichoke spinach dip.
And then we need something else deep fried.
Well-
like a jalapeno popper or onion rings.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
You've also got the option of like the boneless buffalo wings.
I feel like if you're going to get wings, just get a wing platter.
Yeah.
Order the wings.
Okay.
If you want wings, get wings.
All right.
I don't believe that belongs on the sampler platter.
Really?
Meat is more
it's
of the...
on the Applebee's sampler.
Listen, I get that.
Okay.
I'm just saying meat is part of the main menu.
Feels like we're overlooking something.
I'm going to go jalapeno popper.
I like a jalapeno popper.
A good jalapeno
A
popper.
good
so,
one.
So we have
I don't
chip
want
and-
to. I don't want your crappy jalapeno. I want a good jalapeno
right.
popper. I want the cream cheese. I don't want the cheddar
bacon
cheese.
wrapped.
Bacon, if possible. Yeah.
So let's do the bacon wrapped jalapeno popper.
Uh-huh.
Let's do the chip and dip.
Okay.
Whatever combo of restaurant you're at.
Yeah.
Let's do potato skins
Uh-huh.
and mozzarella cheese sticks.
I'm done.
That's it.
Put a fork in it.
And that's the show.
All right. Keep your stick on the ice. Okay, Jason. Every week we come in,
Loaded.
rip, roaring, and ready to go with 3 things that we got to talk about. What is your first thing?
Okay, so my first thing stems from the reason why we've missed 2 weeks in a row,
Right.
which is not normal.
No, it's not normal.
We typically record once a week, every week for the last 4 years.
We're like the post
We're
service. Come rain,
we're the
sleet,
poster of
snow,
consistency, the
or
model of
hail,
consistency.
nothing
for
will stop
podcasts.
us.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Except when those things do stop us.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
We're humans.
So the previous 2 weeks, for 2 weeks in a row, I've had major dental surgery.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I had a root canal in my front right tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Major pain. Could not talk for 24 hours.
I like that movie.
Major pain.
It's all right.
Overrated. And then following, a week later, I had 2 bottom teeth removed in my back lower left jaw. They put me out for that one.
Yeah, they did.
I was out. And so, needless to say, the previous 2 weeks, I was unable to speak on our normal recording night.
Kind of hard to do a podcast when you can't talk.
It's almost impossible. I mean, I could sign it the whole time
Yeah.
if I knew sign language, and if it was a video format, and if people knew how to read sign language.
Yeah.
If all those things were to happen, we could have pulled it off.
But
it didn't.
yeah.
So I'm high on the what do they call that?
Nitros?
No. Well, I mean, I did do that. I'm at opioids right now. It's
I don't know.
It's a opioid epidemic. Something.
Okay. That's the medicine you're taking right now.
I don't know what it is, but
They've got you some kind of
I'm a little loopy,
heavy prescription
Yes.
painkiller.
and I'm on it, and I feel really good.
That stuff
When it
is
wears
good.
off, it's really good. When it wears off, I do get some pain.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I am pain free.
Okay.
So we need to end the show in the next 90 minutes,
No problem.
or I will have pain.
Okay. It could be like a nice edge on the end of the show. You
Might
know?
be. I
Like
might get angry.
You being angry. You know,
Well,
that doesn't
might happen.
So that's your first thing?
No. That's the lead into my first thing.
Ah.
So, what's the worst pain you've ever had? Because I think I've just experienced my worst pain.
Okay.
And could you have worked through it? So, like Michael Jordan, his classic flu game.
Right.
You see all these things. Embiid just had this thing where he was dehydrated, had an IV before the game, and all this other stuff. Fake, right? Mm-hmm. But sometimes people do have these major injuries, and our sister in high school or junior high, I can't remember, was running cross country, broke her ankle, and ran on it.
Yeah.
Finished the race,
Yeah.
cross country race, with a broken ankle.
Right.
That's major pain.
Yeah.
Now, the previous 2 weeks, the pain that I was dealing with my mouth, I could not have performed.
Yeah. You said Clyde Frazier, the Knicks, had like a broken leg? Played basketball
yeah.
with like a broken leg? That's a pretty
Like
popular.
a femur or something,
Yeah.
right? It was like,
Yeah. Well, you were there when I experienced my greatest pain, so you should know what that is. You should even have to ask me.
When we took a water balloon launcher to your gonads.
Yeah, from about, I don't know,
6
10 feet. I was gonna say 10 feet.
I think it was like 6.
Okay, yeah, and I think that specific water balloon launcher was rated for like 200 yards.
Yes.
And you had it pulled back all the way.
Okay.
And if you tried to hit a specific spot, I don't know, at that speed.
Yeah.
If you tried 1,000 times, I don't know that you could have hit it that well.
Yes.
But you sure did.
Okay, to my credit, I did not pull it back.
No, but
I
you were
was one of the
pointing it
people-
right at me and laughing as you were.
Yeah.
So you don't get any credit. There's no to my credit. There's only I messed up. I'm sorry.
I messed up. I'm sorry.
All right.
I do feel bad about it.
Yeah, so it hit me
Listen,
right.
you ended up having 3 kids
Yeah.
biologically. So, I mean, you're fine.
Yes. All I'm saying is it was a great amount of pain. And no, I could do nothing except for squeal and like writhe in pain.
So you could not have performed under those conditions.
It just stopped everything. It was awful. It was horrible.
I've had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
A lot of pain. I took a chainsaw to my hand when I was cutting down a tree for a Christmas
Yeah.
special at
Not
church.
so long ago.
Not so long ago. Yeah. I performed through that. That was fine. I got my hand stuck in an industrial farming machine.
Yeah.
Ripped my hand to shreds. That was pretty good. I taped it back up, went back to work. You almost gutted me in a field one time.
I did. Did I do that to you?
Yes, you did that to me.
I
You
thought I
had the
did it
hook.
to myself.
No, you grabbed it
I
in
think
the
we might
bail.
have done it to both of us.
Well, I think maybe.
Yeah.
You pulled it back and you cut my skin.
Yeah.
And I dodged
With the
backwards.
bailing, yeah, like you could have died.
We're bailing hay. Yeah, you almost gutted me in the field.
Yeah.
So I played through that. So I mean, I've had a lot, but I could not perform these last 2 weeks.
I think that's excusable. I think the public, although they demand more episodes,
They do constantly.
yes.
They're demanding it.
It's so demanding, but yeah, I think everybody's going to be okay with it.
Listen, what's a mouth injury, and you're using your mouth for your living? If you're a singer,
Sure.
if you're a storyteller,
Yeah.
if you're a public speaker or a politician,
Yeah, and you're not like
have
a
to
musician.
speak.
You can't just lip sync through the concert. You
I
know
mean,
what
some
this is not a
do.
Britney Spears.
That's right.
Was that her? Was she the one that lip synced
they
on
all
Saturday
do
Night
it.
Live?
They all do it.
But famously, somebody did on SNL because it went wrong. It like skipped or something.
Milli Vanilli.
Were they the ones that got caught on SNL?
They were the big ones. No, not on SNL. It was.
Somebody got caught on SNL.
Yeah.
And I forget who it was.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right, there it is. So my first thing of the week, I think this is going to overlap. Rarely do our three things overlap, but every once in a while they do. But I don't know how this one couldn't. It's Tottenham.
Yes.
Is that one of your three?
It is not.
Okay. So you and I are both proper football fans.
That's right.
And
Recently, by the way.
yeah, within
We
the
didn't
last
grow up
couple of
with this.
years.
That's
no,
right.
yeah. And I was on board maybe I would say 2 or 3 years before you.
Yes.
And then you hopped on board because of FIFA, because of your kids playing soccer,
Right.
other reasons. And we're both Tottenham fans.
Yes.
We chose Tottenham. Cousin Chris,
Official team of Lower Road Radio.
a friend of the show, and our own cousin Chris is also an Arsenal fan, who we hate as Tottenham fans. But
That's right.
I haven't been a fan long enough to actually drum up real hate of any team yet. I'm starting to get there with Man City, but anyway, we have a long discussion with Chris, and he tells us the
Breaks
pros
down
and
the whole
cons of
Premier.
every single
That's
team,
right.
and we're deciding: are we going to be Manchester United fans, Man City fans, Liverpool fans,
Nottingham Forest.
What are we? Oh, look, okay, wow, this is Nottingham Forest, of course. So we land on Tottenham, and
Yes.
to our credit, we fully
committed.
commit
That's
to
right.
Tottenham.
This was
I'm
2
playing
years
with,
ago.
Yeah, I'm playing with them on FIFA. I'm recording them on television. I'm
Yes.
watching them I'm reading them. I follow them on every social media feed.
Yes.
I am all Tottenham.
Yes.
And boy, did we pick it up at the right time.
Man, I cannot imagine.
Listen, if you're
Yeah.
a fan of a hockey team, you should convince us to pick up your hockey team because we don't have an official hockey
Within
team.
2
'cause we're
years,
not
you'd
hockey
be in the
fans.
finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Tottenham, for the very first time ever, is in the Champions League final
Yes.
against Liverpool.
That's a big game.
So first of all, did you watch the Liverpool game?
I did not.
So Liverpool goes into the second leg against Barcelona,
Yes.
and basically they have to win 5-1 or 4-0 or 6-2
Right.
in order to pull
Some
it off.
outrageous number.
And Barcelona's the best team in the world. It's Lionel Messi, and
Right.
it's not just Messi. The whole team. They're all
stacked.
Yeah, it's the whatever. It's the
It's the
27
all-star of
Yankees,
all-stars.
whatever
Yeah.
you want to pick. And they go in. Well, they didn't go into Barcelona. It was at Liverpool though, and they won 4-0.
Yeah.
Like total shocker.
Yes.
Absolute shocker. Liverpool is in the final. It's not going to be Barcelona.
And it's an English championship. That's never happened.
Yeah, and so the next day, the winner of Tottenham and Ajax, and
Yes.
Ajax is the team from the Netherlands.
Spelled like Ajax.
Yeah, it's spelled Ajax. Did you see? I don't know if you saw this on Facebook, but after Ajax beat Tottenham 1-0 on the first episode, on the first leg of the
Yeah.
game of the semifinal, somebody on social media somewhere, they posted it was like a fan that had like fallen asleep wearing a Tottenham jersey, and the Tottenham sponsor is AIA.
Oh, yeah.
And they had turned AIA into Ajax. They turned the I into
Oh,
a J,
yeah.
and they wrote an X on the end of it, and they were like laughing, like pointing at the guys who were
Yeah.
sleeping. I
That's
respected
pretty good.
that.
Yeah, it's good.
But so they go into this, and they had lost
1-0.
at home,
Yeah.
1-0, and road goals basically are like a tiebreaker,
They're more valuable.
and so
Yeah.
they are going into the final
They have to win 2-1.
game. They have to win. Yeah, they have to win by one,
Yes.
basically. Right? That's the thing. So they just have to win by one, and
If they tie, they lose.
right. And so Ajax scores 2 goals right up front.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first one was like 5 minutes.
It was quick.
The second one was like, I don't know, 20-something minutes, something like that.
It was really, really quick.
And, I mean, the first one, you're like, okay, all right.
We can come back.
The second one, you're down 2-0 going into halftime. You're like, man,
On the road.
On the road.
Yeah.
They are pumped. This team is good. This Ajax team is young, and they're hungry.
Yes.
You're like, that's it, man. Like, it's over. Because now
I almost shut it off at halftime.
Now we have to score 3 in the second half.
And hold them.
Which
Yeah.
we seemingly have not been able to do because they were
right.
doing whatever they want to do. Well, they put in Llorente at halftime, and it made some
Not
changes.
a big fan of Llorente.
Yeah, but I think he's like a heady veteran guy.
He is.
And so I think, obviously, it was the right decision.
Yeah.
And Lucas Moura
He's on fire,
in
man.
the second half,
Yeah.
triple, or a hat trick,
Yeah.
scores 3 goals. The last one, literally, they put 5 minutes of stoppage
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Literally, if you stop the camera right as his foot is back, about ready to kick it, it's exactly 95 minutes.
Yes.
Exactly.
It went in the
95
goal
minutes.
9-5-0-2.
Yeah, something like that. And they win. And it was over. Like, it was
They
over.
played another 2 minutes after that.
Yeah,
but-
and Ajax hit the crossbar at one point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was insane. And I've been watching lots of videos, like post, like you see the celebration.
Yeah.
And Pochettino, the manager for Tottenham is just like bawling, just
Yes.
crying. I mean, it's just so
in
emotional.
the fetal position on the ground.
So emotional. And they've really stunk.
These
they've
last 8 weeks have been bad.
Yeah, because they're missing Harry Kane and also
Yeah.
well, the final is June 1st
3:00.
in Madrid
Uh-huh.
against Liverpool. It's an all-English final. Liverpool has won in their history something like 5 European championships. Tottenham's never even been there. And they're playing one another. And there is a chance that we will have Harry Kane,
Yes.
which I feel like, Lucas Moura was a godsend, but I think in order to beat, I feel like we'll need Harry Kane.
We need Kane. We need Son. We need Lucas Moore.
We need all hands on
all of
deck.
it. Yeah.
And I could see for me, Lucas Moura is the perfect person to put in the second half.
Yes.
Like, you need
Burst
a
of
goal.
energy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's just going to – that second –
Son does that too, though.
Yeah, the first goal was
Yeah.
great. The third goal was great.
Yeah.
That second goal was brilliant.
Yes.
I mean, he was like ba 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 back and forth on his foot, just working it and to get the perfect shot. I mean, Lucas Moura is awesome, but I feel like we're going to need Harry Kane if we're going to beat Liverpool because I think Liverpool is going to be locked and loaded, ready to go. It's I mean, you're talking. It's like 20-something days away.
It's quick.
And so June 1st, Saturday, Tottenham versus
If
Liverpool.
we're both in the same area, we should definitely watch it.
Yeah, my in-laws are going to be in town.
It's coming to my house.
Well, I mean, I'll be getting ready to send my family off to Montana. It's not.
When
a
are
good,
they
It's
leaving?
not a good time for me. Like a day later, they're leaving the day after.
You have to leave for 90 minutes.
I'm just saying I don't know. That's all I'm saying, and I don't know that we need to work this out on air. You know what I
Well,
mean?
we could.
So
I mean, we just lock it in
I'm
right
about
now.
ready to. Okay. Either way, I'm going to find a way to be watching. I've let Erica know, and Levi is a Tottenham fan as
Yeah.
well. So I can.
Do you
work.
suppose they would play that at B-dubs?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they'll definitely play it at B-dubs.
Then we
It's
should all go to B-dubs that
It's
day.
a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, for sure. They'll definitely play it at B-dubs.
Let's do that.
It's bigger than the Super Bowl. More people watch it.
internationally.
Yeah, more people
not
watch
locally.
it. But internationally, it's watched by more individuals than the Super Bowl is.
Okay.
The Champions Final. It's a big deal. Now, I don't know, because it's an all-English final, if it won't have the juice
The same
that
international
it would.
draw.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If it's like Munich versus Barcelona or something like that, that's
Yeah.
a huge game.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm in love with football like I've never been before, and I could not have – I feel like we couldn't have made a better choice than Tottenham.
I totally
I feel
agree.
like you're totally to say you're going to be a Man City fan. Sure, they're better, but you just it's like I'm going to be a baseball fan and then I'm going to be a Yankee fan. It's just a cop out.
I told my my neighbor. I think I told you this. She moved in about 6 months ago. I introduced myself.
Yeah,
Found out she's from London.
yeah,
Introduced myself and I said, "Hey, I like British things.
yeah.
We watch Great British Bake Off. Yada yada yada." I said, "I just recently picked up soccer." She was, "Oh, what team do you root for?" And I said, "Tottenham." And she lit up. She's like, "When I was a kid, they won this big match in the '60s, and
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you didn't say Man United."
Yeah.
And she's like, "If you would have said that, I would have thought you were just a bandwagon jumper." She actually said this.
Yeah.
She said the fact that you said Tottenham, and this was before they were like what they are now.
Yeah.
it meant it was legit.
Well, so I'm about ready to go on vacation in like 4 weeks or something like that. And last time I went on vacation, I think I was able to read like 4 books on vacation. And I have a book on my wish list on Amazon. It is The History of Tottenham Football Club.
Okay.
So I feel like if I can get even tapped more into the history.
Did you see the Amazon show? There's like a 20-minute episode about the history of Tottenham.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was great. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. So, I'm all in on Tottenham, and come on, you Spurs. Hopefully, they win the final Champions League.
Oh, when the Spurs
go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching. All right. What is your second thing?
Last weekend,
yes,
we spent all day at Kings Island. Kings Island is a amusement park.
Kings Island. The Brady Bunch went to Kings Island.
That's right, in the 1967, something like that, 68. It's a roller coaster theme park, amusement park.
Yeah.
We bought a season pass, so Cedar Point and Kings Island are 2 world-class amusement parks.
Yeah.
We have a pass. We get to go to
both. If you
both.
are a fan of roller coasters, you're familiar with Cedar Point and Kings Island.
That's right. They're always 2 of the top 3 worldwide for everything.
Yeah.
It does, and we're halfway in between. We're an hour and a half from Cedar Point, 2.5 from Kings Island.
Right.
So we're in a great spot. We can hit both of them. 2 weekends ago, Kings Island was opening weekend. We went down for it. This weekend, Cedar Point opening weekend. We're going to go up for that. So something happened at Kings Island, and I'm interested to see what you think. There was a lady sitting beside of me, and a $20 bill fell out of somebody's pocket as they were walking down a main path.
Okay.
Now, the place was not like overly crowded
Okay.
because it was kind of like gray skies and the temperature was lower in the 50s, stuff like that. So it wasn't crazy busy, but it was obvious. Her and I both saw that this person dropped a $20 bill.
Yeah.
Came out of their pocket.
Yeah.
She immediately shouted, ran up, grabbed the 20, and chased that person down and handed it to him.
Okay.
Okay? What is the etiquette for dropped money?
If you
see it,
if you see the money dropped and you know
yes,
who dropped it, then you pick it up and give it to the person.
Every time?
Every time.
No matter how big or how small?
100%. Yeah. Well, I mean, what else could there be? And not only that, if I find a $20 bill on the ground, I take it to the nearest in a
No, you don't.
I do. I've done it.
No, you don't.
I've done it before.
Why would you do that?
Because if I drop my $20 bill and, that's important to me, and I go to, like, where I think I might have dropped it, and there's, like, a taco stand or something there, and I say, hey, did you see a $20 bill? There's a chance that
First of all, the taco stand guy is pocketing that money.
That's on him. I can't control what he does.
If there's money on the ground and you don't see who dropped it, the correct answer is it's your money.
Well, you asked me what I did. I'm just telling you that's what I did.
I'm saying what the etiquette is. Your etiquette is wrong.
Okay. Well, that's my etiquette.
You're just giving money away.
Well, it wasn't mine, so I'm not giving it away.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Just telling you, that's what I do.
Well, it came back around because I'm sitting there, and I have my wife ran to the bathroom or something. She ran to go get a Coke refilled, and I'm with the other kids, and I'm looking at her, and I'm trying to find her, and I pick up my phone, and I call her. As she pulls her phone out of her pocket, I spot her from halfway across the park. I see stuff fall out of her back pocket, including her meal pass, her season ticket, her card, her ID card, all that stuff.
Important stuff.
Important stuff. As I'm talking to her, just getting ready to say, hey, I think you dropped something, because I could see it. Somebody behind her caught her, told her to pick it up, and she did.
Yeah.
So I guess karma does come back around. I mean, if you're being faithful and turning money in and stuff like that, you hope someone does the same for you.
Yeah, I think so. Or it's just the right thing to do.
I just have a hard time with it.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Now, listen, the etiquette is if I see who dropped it, I will return it every time.
What if you are in a convenience store and you're walking by the ATM machine and there's a $20 bill in the
That's
thing?
fine.
That's my
money. Why are
money.
you laughing?
No, I don't know.
If it's not yours, Someone else is going to walk by and grab it.
I mean, I feel like in that instance, you definitely give it to the teller because
Why?
there's a good chance that somebody's going to come back and be like, "Hey, man, I didn't get all my money out of the thing." You know,
There's an equal chance that the money just dispensed
well,
accidentally.
maybe.
How do you know God's not blessing you with money?
Well, you know, I mean, I seem to have done okay, you know, with this.
I mean,
kind
you're
of general
going to
mindset.
Applebee's and getting appetizer plates and stuff
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
half-priced apps. Come on, what are we talking about?
There's a money etiquette and a protocol, and this hacks me off too. And it hacks me off a little bit if you saw this and didn't follow through on it. Did you see my post on Instagram and Facebook? I found a key on the corner of Indiana and
Yeah, I might have seen something like that.
yeah, I said, please share. Somebody dropped their key.
Yeah.
And it was labeled like almost a dealer tag where it had Ford F-250, cab, white truck, whatever.
Sure.
But there was no branding of where it came from. There's no license plate number.
Yeah,
So I took a picture of it,
yeah,
and I took a picture of the intersection where I found it.
Yeah.
I was walking my dog, and I found this key just sitting there.
yeah.
One person shared it.
Wow.
I thought for sure. I wasn't posting it so that everybody in Marion would share it. But my thought was, listen, I'm going to post this. 30 or 40 people will share it in my area. Mm-hmm. I could tell you, I mean, off the top of my head, there's 10 or 15 different people I know that live within 2 or 3 miles of me on my Facebook. They should have all shared it.
If it was a lost dog, everybody in Marion
Oh,
would have shared it,
Yes.
right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. You could take solace in the fact that I wouldn't have shared it if it was a lost dog. I don't remember seeing please share. I just remember seeing a key. I've not been on social media a lot lately, so for me it didn't really catch my eye.
That's fine. Our sister was the only one that shared it.
Well, good for her.
I just felt like
She's
more
a good
people
person.
should have shared that.
She's the best of all of us. I've always said that.
It's debatable.
I don't know that it is. All right. So I don't even know what your second thing was. Money etiquette.
Yes, money etiquette, fallen or found lost money.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, we saw a $20 bill shooting down a big open field. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was wintertime.
Yeah.
You ran out and grabbed it.
When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I acted like a child. And then when I grew up, I put childish things behind me and I became a man.
So you claimed that $20.
When I was a child. Now I'm a man. And so, I mean, now, I guess $20 in an open field, I don't know what you're going to do about that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody
Call
to
the
give it
sheriff's
to.
office, county sheriff.
I guess
$20 bills floating down the street.
I probably wouldn't do that. I mean, if it's like open field.
Yeah. It was a cornfield. It was floating across a cornfield.
Yeah. Floating across the cornfield, I mean, that's found money, you know.
That's a sign of God, right?
I get,
of God.
I mean, I don't know about that, but it is found money. There's nobody, what are you going to give it to the nearest, coyote? Like it's not, nobody's, that's gone.
So my wife was walking the dog, found a toy on the sidewalk in Marion. Lots of people, there's nowhere.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I mean, is it in front of a house? I mean, if it's in front of a house, I knock on the door and I say, "Hey, did you guys?"
You're crazy. You can't do that. Just pocket that.
That's what I would do.
Okay, you're wrong.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna sleep just fine tonight. All right, my second thing is I've not watched a lot of the NBA playoffs.
I've watched a little.
But the Celtics did just get bounced.
Yeah.
And for me, it was pretty surprising. Like, not that it happened because after this season and how good Milwaukee is,
The Bucks are pretty good.
You know what I mean? That's like in a vacuum, like by itself, it's not surprising.
Yeah.
Surrounded by all the facts. But what is surprising, and what I think is maybe noteworthy, is the fact that I was convinced last year at this time that the Celtics, by this time, with Gordon Hayward and
firing
Kyrie
on all
Irving,
cylinders, yeah.
I thought they were going to be the greatest team
In the East by far.
in the East by far. Like,
Right.
it wouldn't be close. And I thought they might be better than Golden State.
Well, my gut, and I think you could go back and find it out. I told you Toronto was going to be the best in the East.
Because of
Kawhi. Adding Kawhi on that team was phenomenal.
I don't know. And, I mean, obviously I don't have the best, predictor for these things. But when I looked at that Boston team last year, and I love Brad Stevens, and I saw Tatum's going to be a year older.
Hayward didn't even play last year.
Yeah, Hayward didn't even play last year. Kyrie was kind of,
off and on, yeah.
Off and on. Jaylen Brown. Like, all of these guys were going to be older and better and still together.
Yeah.
I thought these guys are going to dominate. Like, it's going to be it's going to be amazing. And it's just really surprising to me that they were just like, I mean, in the East, they were just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Are they the third best team in the East?
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe the fourth?
Yeah.
It's shocking to me. Yes. I'm not shocked that Boston lost to Milwaukee because Milwaukee is a really good team.
This year they're better. That's right.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is to see how fast things can change. And something's up with Kyrie. That guy's not quite right. Like, there's something – he's got this attitude. And I think that there's a newer attitude more in basketball than in other sports of, looking out for number one and you get yours and all of that stuff. And I think it has infected team play in a way.
Absolutely.
And I think Kyrie, in some ways, I don't – like the whole get yours mentality, I don't blame them for that. Like, I don't blame them for getting the maximum amount of money that they can get, right? Like, I get that. Like, you get the biggest contract you can get, right? Your window to
You're
make money.
You're a free agent. You can go sign for whoever you want.
And as a professional athlete, your window to make money is 15 years tops. I mean, maybe 20 if you're phenomenal.
Between the ages of 24 and 34.
Yeah, so you've got this small window to make as much. You don't know what the rest of life is going to deal you.
That's right.
Make as much money as you can.
I'm with
right?
you. Yeah.
And if that means you go to a worse team, I'm okay with that. Like, make as much money as you can. So I'm not really against that necessarily, but it seems to have kind of snowballed where it's not even just about the money. It's just about like there's no loyalty at all. Like, even during your contract, it's
Okay, so did you see LeBron's statements about Magic Johnson?
No, I mean, I saw that they had some sort of falling out or something.
This hacks me off to no end. I am angry about this. First of all, I hate LeBron.
Well, it doesn't take much for you to get angry about LeBron.
I hate LeBron James. I hate him. I hate LeBron James.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally admit this.
I hate him.
When they won the championship, you're acting like, no, I like LeBron. I like LeBron. I'm like, no, you hate him.
No,
you're like, no, I don't hate him. I'm like, yes, you hate him.
I do hate LeBron. Ever since he left for Miami. But it comes back around. So he went on his HBO special. He has this HBO special that is him sitting in like a barbershop with his teammates. And he starts talking about how it was wrong for Magic Johnson to recruit him to come to L.A. and then Magic just leave without calling LeBron and saying, hey, heads up, I'm not going to be here anymore.
Yeah.
Like Magic just left. Is that not what LeBron did in Cleveland to their owner? Did not call him, did not talk to him, did not return any phone calls. And Dan Gilbert's just like, let's just have a conversation. Let's just talk. I just want to talk to you. And LeBron refused. He went on his own TV show and said, the decision, I'm going to Miami. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. What an idiot.
Well,
flat out idiot.
If I'm gonna,
it's a double standard. It's a flat out double standard.
If I'm going to defend LeBron, what I would say is that he looks back at that as a mistake.
No.
And that it was wrong.
No, because he's telling Magic Johnson that Magic Johnson is wrong, and yet LeBron did the exact same thing.
Yeah, and I think LeBron might look at it and say, yeah, Magic's wrong, and I was wrong.
No.
I think he said he handled it wrong. I think he's been public about that.
No.
I think
I'm telling you, dude, you need to go back and watch this. He's jacked up in the head.
Well,
you talk about Kyrie jacked up in the head, LeBron is way worse.
I never actually said Kyrie was jacked up in the head.
Well, he is, and LeBron is too.
Okay.
Most NBA players are. The big ones are. I guarantee you they are.
I don't think Antetokounmpo is. He seems pretty grounded.
I love that guy.
I should have known that if I start talking about the NBA, I mean, I didn't even mention LeBron. And then, I should have known it was going to,
I hate LeBron
devolve into a, hatred of LeBron. I would just like the public to recognize that there was a short period of time when LeBron was winning a championship for the Cleveland Cavaliers that you acted like you loved him.
Cleveland! I said he's in the process of redeeming himself. And what's he
And
do?
I said you hate him. And you said I don't hate him.
I did at the time I didn't.
No, you do hate him, and you have always hated him.
No.
Ever since he left for Miami for the first time.
Ever since he left for Miami the first time, and the way
that
he
hatred
left.
has burned hot. Yes. It has never changed.
Now,
although
listen,
you were hypocritical for a little bit because you acted like you didn't.
No,
I knew in your heart of hearts you did.
To like him.
Admit
I wanted
it.
to like him.
Admit it.
I wanted to
Admit
like him.
it.
I wanted to like him.
But you hated him.
I did.
But you said you didn't. But you did. But you said you didn't. But you did.
I was calling those
you
things which
hated
be not
him.
as though they are.
All right. Well, either way, Golden State is going to win the finals again, right? Is there any
No.
reason to think that's not going to happen? Houston, are they playing tonight? Houston's down 3-2.
Houston's going to come back and win.
Disagree.
James Harden is all over this. He's going to carry that
He only
team.
has one eyeball.
I don't care.
Okay. Listen, I like James Harden as much as the next
He's
guy.
this year's MVP.
Yeah, sure.
He's
But
amazing.
it's possible Kevin Durant might not be playing the next game. So, because he kind of had a bit of an injury in the last game. They're
He's
not
not
sure.
going to be in Golden State next year.
I hope not.
He's gone.
I think him and Kyrie are going to team up. I
In
hope
New
it's
York.
in New York.
Yeah.
In the Knicks. I don't want them to go to Brooklyn.
no.
I want them both to go to the
The
Knicks.
Knicks. That'd be great.
That'd be exciting.
That would be exciting.
All right. With
Zion.
Zion, you think?
Zion, KD, and Kyrie.
That's awesome. Make it happen. That's my second thing. What is your final thing?
My final thing is I actually been watching a lot of baseball recently, too.
Uh-huh.
The Reds are...
Man, this is the most sports we've talked about in a while.
For a sport,
What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Okay.
I have watched more sports in the last month than I have in the last 6 months.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just my schedule,
Sure.
the way things lined up. So I've been watching a lot of Reds baseball. And the other day I was flipping through and I caught a little bit of a random game in Miami.
Yeah.
And there was nobody there.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's Miami, though.
The attendance. So there's 3 teams. Miami's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 other teams that are the bottom 3, and they all average about 9,000 a game.
Yeah.
What are they?
Well, Miami would have been my first guess.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I saw.
Well, there's
Miami
one worse
game.
than Miami this year.
Okay. Gosh, this is hard because my mind is just not thinking about it. Shoot. I'm gonna say.
I'll give one away.
Okay, give.
There's one in Florida.
That's Miami.
Another one in Florida.
Oh, sure. I don't know why I didn't think
Tampa,
about that.
yeah,
Yeah, Tampa. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the same thing.
they're
Yeah,
awful.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same thing. I mean, they're literally 8 hours apart, but whatever.
Baseball in Florida is a bad idea. There
Except for
shouldn't-
spring training.
Yeah, spring training. Yes, but Major League Baseball should not be in Florida.
Pensacola, Florida,
Yeah.
is meant for spring training.
Yeah.
And not for professional baseball.
Atlanta should be as far south as it goes.
Okay, and then there's one in the Midwest somewhere that's super low.
That's surprising. Detroit,
No.
Pittsburgh.
More in the middle of the country.
Well, it's not St. Louis.
No, they're in the high. St. Louis is like third.
Kansas City.
It is Kansas City.
Okay, sure.
Same
Yeah.
thing. I saw another Kansas City
Yeah,
game
that
the other
makes
day.
sense.
There was
Yeah.
like 300 people there. Do
Yeah.
you realize the Columbus Clippers average the same number as those professional
That's
teams?
pathetic.
It is.
That's pathetic. When's the last time you've been to a Clippers game?
It's been a couple years.
It's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love that stadium there.
It's a great stadium.
Yeah.
There's not a bad seat in the house.
No, there's really not. I'm going to go to another one this year.
Yeah.
I might go to one when Erica and the kids are out of town. I might go to a baseball game that night, one of those nights.
I want to take my boys. It's been a while. And now that they've played a couple years
Yeah,
of
it's
baseball,
different.
they're going to see
And that's
it different.
high-level baseball.
Oh, yeah.
It's AAA
Yeah.
for the Indians, right?
For the Indians, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That the Columbus Clippers.
Like
average-
they're averaging right now the same as Kansas City.
Oh, that's pathetic.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. I mean, Kansas City should be ashamed of themselves as a
Yes.
city. Because Kansas City has a rich baseball history. It's not like the Marlins and Tampa
A couple
Bay.
years ago, they're in the World Series.
Yeah, and I mean the Kansas City Monarchs. I mean they have
Yeah.
a rich, and the Royals have been good.
George Brett.
Yeah,
Pine Tar.
So there is no reason for that at all. What is the first thing when you think of George Brett? First thing you think
Pine
of
Tar.
is Pine Tar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then the second thing I think of is a story where he had like 82 beers on one single flight.
Yeah,
It's pretty great.
and I also think of RBI Baseball because he was in RBI Baseball.
Yeah.
On the American League team because I don't think there was a Kansas City team. He was just on the American League All Stars.
He's pretty good on that.
And next time you're playing RBI Baseball, when Jose Canseco comes up, substitute him for Mark McGuire. Is that what it is?
I can't remember.
There's a hack, and it's you substituting
Yeah.
Mark McGuire for somebody.
and it's a home run every time.
And it's a home run every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I went back and saw the lineup, I could probably
you
tell
could
you what it
probably
was.
do it. Man, I could play some RBI Baseball right now. Here's the key with RBI Baseball. Oh, dun 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 dun. Oh man.
Okay, so when we played,
I love RBI Baseball.
we had 2 sets of rules. One,
Yeah.
anything goes.
Yeah.
And 2, home run derby.
Yeah,
like
where
you had to pitch strikes.
You could, but the speed can change.
Yes.
So
it has to cross the plate.
But it's got to be a strike. If it's a ball, then you got to walk the person or something like that.
It could be a changeup or fastball or even a curveball, but it has to cross the plate.
But it has to cross the plate. It's got to be a strike every time. So, but you could strike people out if you know,
they could swing and miss.
Yeah, because they could swing and miss, but it was timing up the fastball to
right.
the changeup. That
That's
was
right.
the only way. But you just knew it was going to be a strike every time.
Yes.
And so the end score would be like 25-30 or something like that.
Yeah.
That was a more fun way to play.
It was.
Because if you have a good pitcher and you keep on substituting pitchers, you can strike him out every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the knuckleball was one of them. Everybody threw a perfect knuckleball, right? Just imagine if you gave. Just imagine if Randy Johnson had like everything at his disposal, like a 90-something mile an hour fastball,
plus a knuckleball,
and plus
50.
a perfect knuckleball whenever he wanted it that looked exactly the same delivery as everything else. It would be impossible.
And you can get the curveball to literally go across the plate for a strike and then swing 6 feet outside the box.
Man, I just love everything about RBI baseball. I love the sounds. I love the sounds of the
crowd.
The crowd,
Yes.
and oh my gosh, they don't make games like that anymore.
No.
There's a feeling to it that, I mean, I know it's my childhood and it's probably not, maybe dictated by reality, but there's just something about RBI baseball that it might be my favorite video game ever. It really might be. I mean, I love Tecmo Bowl as much as the next
Bowl
guy.
was great.
But boy, there's something about RBI baseball that's just great.
Yeah.
Just really great.
I love Mike Tyson Punch-Out. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was great.
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out's great, yeah.
I love Tetris, the original Tetris. I love new Tetris too, but the original Tetris was pretty great.
Ice hockey is phenomenal.
Ice hockey was great, yeah.
Like Super Mario Brothers 3 is a perfect.
I love the original Super
The original's
Mario,
great.
yeah.
I think Super Mario Bros.
Duck
3
Hunt.
is a perfect game.
I mean,
Duck Hunt's great.
yeah.
There's lots of great games, but if I had to pick one, I would say RBI. I don't know how I do this, but I want to play RBI baseball right now. Is it like an Xbox? Can I get it on Xbox?
I don't know. I think I have an original Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's in my garage somewhere with controllers, and I think I have RBI baseball.
Man, I would love to play RBI.
I'll see if I can find it.
I love it. It's the music, it's the crowd, it's the sound. Bump, 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 bump. You know what I mean? And the sound it makes when there's like an error. I love it. Man.
What if we should do like a Lower Road Radio RBI baseball
Like a live YouTube video? Maybe
Yeah.
we have a big enough TV and
Can we get Steve Nofunzio to like record it?
probably. And if we do it kind of like Mystery Science Theater 3000-ish, you know what I mean? Where you see us, like in the picture and we're talking, but you're kind of watching both
Listen,
or something.
The scientific knowledge on how to get that done, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you and I could play the game, and Steve could film us.
Okay. Is it an all-star game? National League versus American League?
Yeah, I'll be American League.
Well, no. So this is what I'm saying. That's not fair.
I was always American League.
I know, and now I am not an idiot anymore, and you can't fool me into thinking that I like the National League best.
Okay, listen. It'll be an aggregate score.
So we'll take turns.
We'll take turns.
Okay. All right.
It'll be, home and away.
Uh-huh. And we'll just add them up.
We'll just add them up.
Okay. All right. Good. I'll do that.
How do we make this happen?
I don't know.
I think I have the physical equipment. Do we need to drive to Steve's, or can he come down here?
I don't know. We might be able to drive to Steve's. I probably shouldn't open anything up on
No, don't do
Safari.
it.
Okay.
The computer will shut down.
I
The
already
podcast
clicked
will
it.
close.
I already clicked
Stop.
it. It's bouncing
You're
right now.
Oh my gosh.
Should I close it now, or should I just let it be?
Just let it be,
Okay.
but don't touch it. Don't mess
All
with
right.
it.
All right. I'm not going to do it anymore. Sorry.
You're so fidgety.
Well, I just wanted to. There's got
Yeah,
to.
I know. Just let it go.
Okay. All right. My third thing. I don't even know what your third thing was, but it doesn't really matter. My third thing is, really quickly, we missed this. We like to do seasonal Mount Rushmores.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a long Mount Rushmore because we're running out of time.
We already did a Mount Rushmore.
I got another Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
As my third thing. The Mount Rushmore of Easter Candy.
Ooh.
This shouldn't take long.
Okay.
There are 2 slam dunks. If you're not familiar with the show,
Yeah.
we do a lot of Mount Rushmores.
Love Mount Rushmore.
And I would say 99 times out of 100, there is an automatic Washington and Jefferson, or Washington and Lincoln.
Yeah.
That is no debate.
I got 2 things instantly.
Okay.
Well, 3.
I got 2.
Peeps,
Yeah.
chocolate Easter bunny,
Yeah.
and Cadbury egg.
Okay, yeah.
Those are the three.
Those are three. Yeah.
Now you have a fourth.
Now you have a fourth. Now where do
Okay,
you go?
I'm a big fan of the Reese's in the carrot-shaped plastic package.
Oh, the carrot-shaped. Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
like
there's-
the Reese's egg.
Listen, I feel like we already have an egg.
Yeah.
We have an egg. We have the
Yeah,
Cadbury
yeah,
egg.
yeah,
That
yeah,
is Easter.
Yeah.
Now they have these Reese's, like it's got a green wrapper and then orange.
Mm-hmm.
It's just orange Reese's, and it's shaped like a carrot.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with it. Okay, you don't
It's
have
a
to talk
plastic
down to
and
me.
it's, like,
No, I
wrapped.
know what you're talking about. Oh, gosh.
Peeps Easter Bunny, Cadbury egg. Those are the slam dunks. You have room for one more.
I mean, jelly beans?
Oh yeah, it has to be jelly beans.
Right?
There is no other. It has to be jelly beans.
Yeah. It's jelly beans, Peeps, chocolate Easter bunny,
A Cadbury egg.
and Cadbury egg.
That's it. That was easy.
I got to tell you, I didn't think this out before I wrote down Mount Rushmore of Easter Candy, but I had a pretty good sense that it wasn't going to be difficult.
No,
Those are the four
That might be
things.
the easiest one we've ever done.
Next year, if you're making an Easter basket
It
for
must
your child,
consist of those.
it's got to have those four things. And you must, but little Johnny doesn't like Cadbury eggs. I don't care.
Get him a Cadbury
Little
egg.
Johnny's going to get a freaking Cadbury egg for Easter.
I was at Meijer with Estelle.
Yeah.
We were walking. This was like the day after. It was like a Monday.
Yeah.
And we were walking through, and I saw the Easter candy 50% off.
Yeah.
And I saw the thing, and I was like, "Have you ever had an Easter Cadbury egg?"
Yeah.
She goes, "No, I don't even know what that is." I'm like, "What?"
That's called failing as a father.
Well, my wife doesn't like them. I like them.
I don't
She's
care.
the one that buys that stuff. So there was a 4-pack.
Uh-huh.
Bought the 4-pack. I had 2. She had 2.
She liked it?
She did.
I don't even like Cadbury eggs, but you better believe on Easter I'm going to eat one.
I love Cadbury eggs.
We always would do trades.
I ended up with a Cadbury
You
eggs.
would end up with the Cadbury eggs and the Peeps.
Yeah,
I was not
love
a fan
both.
of it, but
Yep.
and I don't like Peeps, but I will say on Easter
You have to eat them.
I'm going to use some Peeps.
I really, really, really want to try a peep over a campfire.
And yeah,
I've never done it.
I have I have a feeling like the sugar might burn, but it's worth trying.
Well, listen, if you hold it up high enough, it's
Yeah,
just
it'll
going to
all
get
melt.
warm and gooey.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh, that sounds so good.
And as far as
You say gummy bears?
not gummy bears, as far as jelly beans go,
Yeah.
the best, and it's not even close, are Starburst jelly beans.
No. They're okay.
They're
I like the classic jelly bean.
They're superior to the classic jelly bean.
Listen, they're aight. I like them.
Okay.
The classic jelly bean is
Yeah.
classic.
And all you're going to have left in your Easter basket when it's all said and done is
Black jelly beans.
yeah, that is the correct answer. All right. So those are our three things.
That was easy.
It was a good three. It was a good three.
It's a good show.
It was a good show. All right. Hopefully nothing has gone wrong with my clicking. All right.
Stop clicking.
So at the end of every episode, as per usual, we have our Netflix suggestion of the week. There is a theme song for this somewhere. There's a great Dad Life theme song that Dave made for us, but we stopped doing that.
It's just a lot of post-production.
It's a lot. I don't have time for the post-production. One day we will, but today we don't.
We need a man in the box.
So we need that man in that box. So what is, Jason, your Netflix suggestion
This
of
is
the
a
week?
brand new Netflix original.
Okay.
It has a British TV feel.
Okay.
Game show.
Okay.
It's called Flinch.
I saw you post. Did you post something about this?
I did post something.
I
on
saw
this.
it, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so basically, it's this game show where there's like a dozen contestants. There are 3 British hosts, and the British host
It's hosting.
hosting. There's a series of challenges that they put these 12 contestants in. Each host has a representation from one of those contestants, counting their score, up or down. These contestants are put through a series of challenges that causes them to flinch. Mm-hmm. And when they flinch, they get zapped or shocked or punished, dunked in water, something like that. They flinch again, they get shocked again. It's this ongoing battle of flinching and getting shocked.
So it's about not flinching.
It's about not flinching.
It's entertaining.
It's called Flinch. It is. So I watched the first 5 episodes last night with my 3 younger kids. Mm-hmm. They were rolling on the floor laughing out loud. I think your whole family, maybe not Erica, the rest of them would love it.
Yeah.
They would love it. My kids were fascinated by it.
Well, we'll have to watch it together.
It is great.
It's called
family-
what again?
Flinch.
It's called Flinch.
Family
on
friendly.
Netflix.
On
Netflix original?
Netflix original.
All right. Okay. All
and
right.
it's
Okay.
very,
All right.
very, very British. I think it's actually hosted in Ireland. Okay, but all of the people seem like they were from London or Essex, or they were all from English.
I'm pretty sure
cities.
you don't know where Essex is.
I know where Essex is.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's great.
I have a Netflix suggestion of the week that if you have not
Wait, when I say great, I mean it's a solid B+.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want your expectations to be A+. It's not A+.
Well,
It's
you
a
said
solid.
your kids were rolling on the floor laughing.
Listen, for an adult, it's solid TV.
Okay.
For a kid, it's excellent.
All right. My Netflix suggestion of the week, if you haven't watched it, thank me later. It is it's a documentary, not a Netflix original. It's a PBS documentary called The Circus.
I have not seen it.
It's an American experience documentary, Ken Burns style.
Does Ken Burns do it?
He might be like an executive producer, but it's
Yeah.
not like a Ken Burns documentary.
I gotcha.
But it feels just like a Ken Burns documentary. It's 2 parts that are like 2 hours each. It is the history of the circus, and it is phenomenal. Like, as far as documentaries go, it's top tier. I mean, it is top shelf documentary. It is really good. It's P.T. Barnum, the Barnum and Bailey Circus, the
Yeah.
Ringling Brothers, and how that all happened, and how they started using elephants. And it started off as 1 ring, and then they said, well, we need 2 rings. Well, now we're going to have a 3-ring circus. And it's really good. It's, like I said, 2 hours each. It's just, if you like that sort of thing, if you like the baseball documentary, if you like the West, if
Yeah.
you like Civil War, if you like these, it's really, really, really captivating, good television.
I will watch it.
You should, and you will thank me. It's just, I want more of these in my life, but I get the fact that they take a long time to make.
The
'Cause-
documentaries.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they're done really well. And so you just can't bust one out. I mean, there is actually the newest Ken Burns documentary that I've seen on Netflix. It's called The Mayo Clinic, and it's about the Mayo Clinic, the hospital in Minnesota. I enjoyed the first part of it. Like, I enjoy the history of it. I
Yes.
thought was really good. But they were flashing back and forth to, like, modern stories about the
Yeah.
Mayo Clinic, which I appreciate, and they're heartwarming.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that it exists, but it's not why I watched that documentary.
That's
I want to
right.
know the history of it.
That's right.
So that one was a little disappointing, and that is a Ken Burns documentary. But the one that really knocks it out of the park is The Circus.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. Super good.
I feel like the modern day circus has let us down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you watch the documentary, you start to get a feel for it. But, like, the circus back then was the only thing going.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you grew up in the middle of Kansas, and you're talking like the mid-1800s, like 1850, 1860, right?
Yeah.
You might have heard of an elephant.
Oh, yeah.
You might have never seen a picture of one.
There's no TV.
Yeah.
And
And even books,
There's
things
no
like that are not
zoo.
easy to print.
That's
There's no
right.
zoos. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, the thought that you're going to go somewhere tonight,
And
that
see this
your family's
huge
going to take your
creature.
carriage ride somewhere,
yeah.
and you're going to see an elephant. I
Well,
mean, it would be like us like saying we're going to see a woolly mammoth or something. You know what I mean? It's
alien.
Yeah, it's so otherworldly.
That's
really.
right. Yeah.
And not just that, but see people from all around the world.
Well, the
like doing
freaks.
these amazing things, the
Yeah.
freak shows.
Yes.
It gets into all of it, and
Yeah.
it's really good.
I love it. I haven't seen it. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to love it.
Yeah, I know you will, because it's really good. All right, that's what we call a show.
Yeah.
That's a show.
That's a show. Wrap it.
We're done. No big deal.
10-show challenge.
10-show challenge.
So if this is show 1, you have 9 more.
Yeah, and if you're done with this, you're thinking, I
If
don't
this
know.
is your 10th
Yeah.
and you're not convinced, try 10 more.
Is that too much to ask? It's an extension of the 10-show challenge. Just keep on adding 10, and
Listen.
we'll grow on you like a
Listen,
fungus.
after 50 shows, if you don't like it,
Listen,
we will
after
give you the 50 shows back.
After 50 shows, you can give us a one. If you've listened to 50 shows, give us a 1-star review. If you feel
No, don't do that. We actually have some people
Listen,
that might.
I'm so confident.
No,
nobody's
no.
going to put themselves through 50 episodes. That we will grow on you
No,
like
I
a
think
fungus.
we know people that would put us one star if we asked them to.
Yeah, but those people won't listen to 50 episodes. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So Jake 867.
867-5309.
That's right.
It's Jake 675-309.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Jake.
He is the Thanos of Lower Road Radio.
He is, and he was on us early.
Yeah.
I mean, he was one of the first people to ever tune into the show.
Yeah.
I mean, caught us day one.
And he still hate listens. You
think
he
so?
does. Oh yeah,
We haven't heard from him.
He hate listens. He does.
We've had no interaction with him whatsoever.
Because he's a doofus.
Okay, so here's another 10-show challenge. So if you make it through 10 shows, you rate us 5 stars, give us a great review.
Yes.
Let us know who you are, and we will give you a nickname.
Yeah.
We've
anybody that goes through the
best of
10-show
best.
challenge
That's right.
gets a nickname.
That's right.
There's tons of nicknames of all of the listeners.
Ice B, Davey C.
I still am not a fan of Ice B.
Yeah, we just don't have anything better.
Yeah, he could be on the show now. He's local.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went
We
out
need
to
get him
dinner
on,
with him a couple times.
Okay.
So, yeah, he still listens to the show, as far as I know. It's my friend Brandon.
We'll talk about Prospect Bushery.
We can talk about the shrubbery.
The
shrubberies in Prospect. We could talk about Prospect Baseball.
The
we could
Prospect
talk about
Pool,
the park. We could
the
talk
dairy
about
bar.
all sorts of stuff. We'll get into it. The video store in
yeah.
Prospect.
Yeah.
Did it have a name?
It did.
He would know.
He would.
His memory is like a steel trap. I mean, he's telling me stuff like it is phenomenal. He remembers everything. Everything. Did you know he didn't play T-ball?
No.
Do you know this story?
No.
Do you know why?
No.
Our father.
What?
Brandon's dad is a little late to signing him up for T-ball. Our dad is the coach this year. He says, hey, Brandon, it's okay. Although his dad called him Corey. Hey, Corey, it's fine. No big deal. Get your glove on. You get your stuff on. Let's go to the park. We'll go meet the coach, and we'll get you on the team. Shows up to the Legion Field.
Yeah.
Our dad, coach of the team.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Brandon. And Dad says, well, I didn't see him on the list. And remember, Brandon remembers everything.
Yeah.
You know? And Dad's, well, I don't see his name on the list. Yeah, we didn't get to sign him up, but, we're just hoping we could get him in on the team kind of late. Dad says, sorry, nothing I could do.
Wow.
Sends him home. Sends him packing.
Heartless.
Yeah. Brandon never forgot. Never forgot.
Did he forgive?
I think he's forgiven. Let's get into it. When he comes on the show, let's get into it.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told Dad that story. He refused to believe that it was true. He said, that's not true. I wouldn't have done
that's some dad totally would have done.
Another kid I don't have to mess with.
Yeah. Listen, I already got 12 of these kids running around.
I don't need another one.
No.
This one already looks like he's got too much energy for me.
And he was right.
He was also the best player on the team. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's a show. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
10-show challenge.